Logan Paul suing Dillon Danis before their fight sets a horrible standard, saying
His girl. So just, yeah.
I'm sure he has
I
something
know
to do
I
with
know
it.
what you're saying, but yeah.
Technically, it's his team.
Yeah.
Logan is behind it. So his girl's suing. There's a cease and desist. The issue with that is that opens up a world of issues for fighters. Because now, I don't know who would do it in the UFC and be taken serious, but now, imagine if Conor McGregor, imagine if Khabib sued each other before the fight. You'd be like, what? What are we doing? What? Imagine if Sean Strickland says some wild stuff. Imagine if he gets sued. Imagine if Bryce Mitchell, whoever he fights next, they want to sue him over, fake information. I'm not saying what he's saying is fake. I'm just saying there could be a road to that. So it's good that Logan and Jake are bringing all these eyeballs. It's bad that some of the lanes that they're going down, and not necessarily Jake. With Logan, who, buddy, I'll be straight up honest, Logan, who I do support, love Dillon Danis too. The first rule of Fight Club is we don't sue each other. The first rule of Fight Club is we don't sue each other, and we know, granted, maybe he crossed the line, but we know it's actually going to equal more pay at the end of the day and more eyeballs going into the fight. Because if you're Dillon Danis and you get the Logan Paul fight and you're sitting around with your management going, how are we going to sell this fight? Well, we can't sell this fight off what he did in the Floyd Mayweather fight. He lost that fight. We can't say, technically his boxing, his footwork, we can't really do that. Can't allude to the KSI fight. Can't go to the other YouTuber they lost to. So we can't knock his fighting skills. There's not much meat on the bone there. So what else can we do? All right, well, we're in this YouTube world. We're going to have to make it personal. Okay, well, we can go for his, how he kind of screwed people over with the, what was it? The Bitcoin or crypto stuff. You could go down that, but that gets hairy and it gets in the murky in the waters, and the common fan who's not balls deep into Logan Paul doesn't know what you're talking about. That's not going to work. What else can we do? Well, we can go to the Japanese forest suicide thing. That's old news. We've moved on from that. What else can we do? Go for his girl. All right. There might be something with that. She's a public figure. Okay. Might be something with that. Apparently she slept with a lot of guys. Okay. Might be something to that. So in order to sell the fight, Dillon did exactly what he was supposed to do, and now you're getting sued for it. And my question with this is, who has the majority of the shares of this fight? Who's going to benefit the most off this fight being bought? Logan Paul.
Yep.
Dillon Danis doesn't, according to his face-off, doesn't have a portion of the pay-per-view sales. He's getting a flat fee. He does not get a portion of the sales. He might have said that on Flagrant, but he doesn't get a pay-per-view percentage. He gets a flat fee. So more to it, that only helps Logan. Because whether you hate Logan, so you're tuning to watch him lose, or you hate Dillon Danis, so you're tuning to watch him lose, or maybe you're kind of in the middle on both of them, but you're tuning in because you've seen this bad blood. You've seen this bad blood not because of Logan, because of Dillon Danis. Logan's fans are going to tune in no matter what. He could be playing freaking pickleball and still get the same views. They just decided to go on this crazy road of fighting, which is insane. More kudos to them. But I don't know how far it goes, what Dillon did and some of the stuff that he did. What I do know is the first rule of Fight Club is you don't sue each other. You don't sue each other. You don't talk about practice. That's just what we do. So outside of this, let's say they weren't fighting and Dillon was doing this. Okay, now I see defamation. He's going after your girl, your fiance. That makes sense. That's fine. But if as soon as you sign the contract to fight, you make him pay with your fist, not with your lawyers, not with your money, through your fist. That's why you're fighting. Now, the Logan Paul fans can't stand Dillon for doing this. Now you get to watch the guy that you love punch the other guy in the face. Dim the rules. That's how this goes. Nobody wins when you sue. Nobody. A judge might say this guy wins. You both lose. When parents get divorced, they bring in lawyers. Everybody loses. Mom loses. Dad loses. The kids definitely lose. Because the only people that make money, the only people that win in a court case are the lawyers. They're both getting money. The defense and the prosecution, they're all getting money. The only people that don't make money are the actual victims of this. So for Logan, again, I'd have to talk to Logan. I don't know at what extent this goes to where Dillon, obviously he had some horrible video or whatever. I don't know what's going on. He didn't post that. Thank God. I don't like that they're going down this road in any facet. All I'm saying is I sympathize with Dillon. If I'm going to sell a fight, I can't go based off his fighting credentials. So what else are we going to do to sell this thing? What else are we going to do to get people to tune in? We're going to go for his personal life. We're going to go for his fiance, who is a public figure who is very famous. And then Logan goes, I don't like that. I'm suing you. Well, now I'm not as interested in the fight. If you hate that, beat him up. You know how many people I wish I could just beat up and then make money to do it? That's how you win, dude, by punching him in the face, not by hurting his pockets. That's what I don't like. No matter what he did, you setting this standard that it's okay to sue another fighter and hyping up a fight sets a horrible standard, especially for these younger viewers who go, oh, man, if you cross the line, you might get sued. Now, Logan's the bigger dog here, has all the money in the world, and that's how these lawsuits work. He's just going to keep coming at him. His girl has a ton of money. Keep coming at him. And Jake Paul said on, I think it was his podcast where he had Logan on, he goes, I've done my research. I'd estimate Dillon has $60,000. Completely off. He's way off. You didn't do your research, bud. He has a lot more money than that. Even that being said, again, we're going down a dangerous road when it's about this guy has more money, so he's going to sue this guy. But you've already agreed to fight each other. So what you're doing is all this buildup with all this frustration, the fans aren't like, yeah, sue him and take his money. That's going to make us so happy. Nobody, even Logan Paul fans are like, no, we don't like that. No, punch him in the face. That's what we want. First rule of Fight Club is you don't sue each other if you've agreed to fight each other. You just don't, man. Dim the rules since day one. Dim the rules. Can you imagine if this was the norm and Mike Tyson was when Mike Tyson was young, he said some wild shit. I'm going to eat your children. I'm going to make you love me.
I'm going to fuck you till you love me. Something like that, yeah.
Hey, language.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
We're live, man. Come on, dude. The point is, he said some crazy stuff. We all know that one, but you screwed us. But imagine if he got sued.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing? Imagine if your favorite NFL team sued the other team because they said stuff they don't. What? In the contract, whether it's UFC, PFL, One Championship, WBCO boxing, whatever it is, in the contract said you're not allowed to sue under any terms. You cannot sue. If you've both signed a fight, you can't sue. I don't care how personal it gets, you can't sue. Now, after the fist fight, if it continues, do your thing. You're not under contract with us. Do your thing. So if this fight happens Saturday, let's say Dillon knocks him out, and then posts that video and keeps going with it, okay, Logan, get his ass. Now it's defamation out. But if you've agreed to fist fight another man in a ring, you cannot sue. That's just not what we do. And I didn't mean to rhyme there. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. It's just what you just can't. It's just not. It doesn't make this fun for us anymore. It doesn't make it fun because now Dillon Danis, whether you think he's gonna win or lose, let's say he wins on Saturday, that purse is gonna go to lawyers who none of us like. Nobody likes a lawyer. They all suck. Brilliant minds. You need them sometimes, but they're all sharks, dude. All lawyers are fucking sharks. And they cost a ton of money. Now, when you're watching the fight, you're rooting for Dillon, but what are you rooting for? Well, if he wins, he really doesn't win. I guess he wins as far as social media goes, which we know isn't real. He wins, and we go, okay, now you know his person can go to fighting Logan Paul in court, and he's probably going to lose, I would assume. Logan has some smart people around him. They're not just going to throw a cease and desist, whether it's Logan or his girl. They're not just going to throw that out there and sue him and have no case. That's not. He has smart people around him. So, yeah, Dillon might win Saturday, but eventually he's going to lose. He'll win online. That doesn't pay your bills. And that sucks. This is actually hurting the views. This makes me less interested in the fight. No matter what he did, it makes me less interested in the fight. It's a shame. I wish Logan didn't do this. But again, they don't come from the same cut that most... And I don't want to say Logan's not a real fighter. Compared to the UFC guys, compared to the guys who come up from the ranks, obviously he's different. He didn't walk through that fire. We know this. It's like baseball rules. We know this. Logan didn't come from that world. So he didn't even think about it. I'm going to sue this guy. His team's like, yeah, get him. His team doesn't come from the fight world. Yeah, the hell yeah, that's the move. Little does he know, in the fight game, we're all going, damn, dude. All right, now we're out. The legit fight fans are going, now we're out.